Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be talking on Does teriparatide accelerate fusion, a retrospective radiological outcome study of teriparatide used in elderly patients undergoing MS for degenerative lumbar disease. As per 2011 census, 104 million elderly people are in India, and which are supposed to increase to 20% in 2050. A recent study also reports that there is increase in 239% in spinal fusion surgeries. Elderly patients are more prone to have poor surgical outcomes and they are more exposed to hardware related complications, as discussed by El Kital in 2019. Hardware related complications vary from pseudoarthrosis to adjacent vertebral fractures. To treat the osteoporosis, bisphosphonates were the first choice, followed by teriparatide, which superseded them as they have anabolic effect and increase the bone mass. It was approved in 2002 and primarily used for postmenopausal osteoporotic women. It shows enhanced bone graft union and osteointegration of implants as per Gruber et al. And Masahiko et al. It also accelerates bone graft union and reduces the incidence of pedicle screw loosening as discussed by Otori et al. And Cheng et al. Our aim was to evaluate the radiographic results with teriparatide use to achieve solid fusion in monosegmental MIS TLIF patients in Indian population. The pre-op data which we evaluated was history, clinical examination, pain by VAS and ODI score, X-ray, MRI, and DEXA scan. Patients more than 60 years, DEXA scan less than 2.5. Female patients who underwent monosegmental MIS TLIF were included. Spinal tumor, infection, and acute vertebral fractures were excluded from the study. The study was conducted at Kokilabin Hospital. It was a retrospective type of study. 64 patients were included with minimum 2-year follow-up. 30 patients were there in the teriparatide or experimental group, and 34 patients were in the control group. Patients were checked with PTH, vitamin D3, and calcium. Patients with deficient vitamin D3 and calcium were supplemented as per the endocrinology reference. Minimum 12 months of teriparatide was continued. Patients were evaluated with X-rays at 1, 3, 6, 12, and 24 months post-op, and CT scan was done at 6 months. Presenting first case, 67 female, severe osteoporosis, alpha S1 listhesis, operated with the alpha S1 MIS TLIF. At the end of 6 months, patient showed good fusion, grade 1 pre-advanced fusion at 6 months follow-up. Another case, alpha S1 listhesis with severe osteoporosis, fragility fractures. Patient showed good union, pre-developed grade 1 union at the end of 6 months as per the CT scan. Another case, control group. Patient 4-5 listhesis, 4-time revision case. Patient operated with 4-5 MIS fusion. Patient showed grade 2 breathable fusion at the end of 6 months. Another case, control group. Patient operated with alpha S1 fusion with fragility fracture, severe osteoporosis. Patient showed grade 2 fusion at the end of 6 months. All the patients who had grade 2 were repeated with the CT scan at 12 months, which eventually showed grade 1 fusion at the 12 months CT scans. Patients in teriparatide group showed 100% union at the 6 months, while control group showed 88% grade 1 fusion at 6 months. There was no incidence of screw loosening in both the groups. There was no incidence of case subsidence, disk space narrowing, and incidence of PJK. Our results were equivocal with Otari study, which studied PLIF with the teriparatide and bisphosphonate groups. Our studies were also shown the pedicle screw loosenings up to 0% as per the Ibata et al. As well as case subsidence, disk space narrowing almost 0% as per the Ibata et al. Equivocal studies. There was no proximal junction kyphosis in none of the case, which was also seen in Yagi et al. The limitation of the study was small sample size and long-term follow-up. Hence, to conclude, teriparatide postmenopausal osteoporotic patients show superior results in terms of rate of bone union as well as average duration to bone union is earlier compared with the control group in monosegmental MIS TLIF cases. Thank you.